Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the line. What I do for you. I got something I got for you real good. Excuse me. Due to technical difficulties, my show was cut short. I had to make room for my tape, and so I had to make some adjustments. So I'm back. Let's do it. I got to do what I got to do for you. I'm ready. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message, the message of story for life. I give life lessons, you tune and receive them. You got a good thing going. I'm enjoying this. I hope you are. Let's go. Right thinking, mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, that all right thinkers get the information they need to know themselves. That's what I do. What I do for you. Let's go. Tune in and do your part. I'm doing mine. I'm on my grind. Let's go. The question: do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. It's okay. I can awaken on the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinking of yourself. And to my yacht, be true. I got shut off in doing my lesson with the creation matter physical reality according to the Shabaka stone inscription. I'm breaking down the creation story. So I'm just in the part where it says, in truth, in truth, God caused the netters to what? To be born out of truth, and the creation of the cities which established in the gnomes up along the Nile route, established in the netters in their what? Their places of adoration where they worshipped. We call them churches now. God made their what? Likeness according to what? Their desire. Mm. Thereby, the netters entered into what? Their bodies. Remember, spiritual beings having a human experience. So they came into the body of their choice. And the variety of wood, all types of minerals, got clay, and all things that what? Grow from these and in which they have taken place. Foods, provisions, and all good things. He, Ptah, is really Haru, which is you. Thus, now in the Ra, in the Saurian cosmology, Ra is the ultimate. Here is Ptah. Let's go. So Ptah is the spirit that's in you. Before it was a song. Like this. So thus, through the Shabaka inscription, I'm gonna break down a few concepts they got for you. Creation came into being. How? Through the mind, the thought of Ptah, the God of gods, and his utterance, words of power. He came into existence. God created energy, matter, which we call the noon or the watery abyss. It was all created by God. And watch this. And then formed what? The principles, aka Maya, by which they would be governed. Opposites, pairs, duality. Watch this. Let me show you. The first thing he did in any concept was put in order, which you're going to find out right here. It says the principles, four governed pairs of opposites. That's the Ogdo. It becomes what? Four qualities and the four elements. The elements are what? Air, fire, earth, and water. Not putting in heaven. Or what the engine's going to do, they call it ether. We know it as air or heaven, but they call it ether. But ours is the four. You got to, let me show you this right quick. When I get this, man, I can't wait to get my dude. Okay, see that box right there? Then you got the diamond inside. It's really both rectangles. Just one is turned sideways to form the opposites to show you. You got wet, dry, hot, cold. and out, aka opposites. Let's go. So atom, atom, atoms, we know them as this energy balls. Sun and fire, God, what happens? They perform, the atoms perform the work of creation. How? By sitting on Ptah and what? Taking the creative thought and then what? Acting on the command of God. Therefore, he organized the structure of the atoms. And atoms are what? The creative thought from God. Which what? Which obeyed God's will. In essence, become into existence. He calls them into existence. The utterance, words of power. God gives existence. It's about to get a little touchy. Okay, we're about to get into some areas here. A lot of people get a little squeamish about, but I don't care. Let's go. I just teach. God gives existence. Human consciousness allows what? Perception of and gives meaning to that existence. We're dreaming inside a dream, so to speak. We'll get to that later. But watch this. God is what? Conscious of creation. Therefore, creation exists. He created from his mind and manifested to come creation. You get it? Come on. Consciousness at the heart of man. What modern physics, what's this now? Modern physics will call intelligence. Okay, fine. And the underlying intelligence is the underlying reality behind all existence and all human experience. It's all mental. Remember, it ain't what I say. Watch this. The senses receive the information from what? The environment, and thereby register knowledge and existence. And the fact the world, the creation, exists. Why? Because consciousness, aka soul intelligence, projects its existence through thought power. If you think it, you can achieve it. God did it. He showed you. That's why he gave it to us. We're in his image when it comes to that. There can be what? No existence without consciousness. Hence, he's all conscious, all knowing. Again, all these qualities is God. Man is the physical part of God that we create. God don't need none of that. He create everything he needs. Watch that. And everything created is through and by him and part of him. That's us. Watch this. So there is no existence without consciousness to what? To perceive it. God is. The netters and the netters are creation. Number 6 concept. You got Haru and Ptah are what? One and the same. Below, I'm about to show you a picture. Now they called Haru they call it Haru, the great he, she, meaning he had both sexes, male and female. I'm about to show you a picture. And when I was still fresh in the game, I was little, wasn't as sharp. And I seen a guy, he called himself the gay, something he called himself, he let me know he's gay. So he took all the Egyptian gods, the gay, God, Pharaoh, okay. He gonna take this picture, I'm about to show you right now, okay. And he had me for a minute because I was all messed up. Okay, so I started doing my homework and figured it out. Got it together. You see right here? He's gonna use this to signify two men to love each other. That's not two men. That's the first thing he got wrong. Okay, it's not two men. It's the male and female concept of Haru, which is you. Okay, that means you're endowed with male and female concepts in the body. We all are. So I want to get your head. And you see, they're both wearing the crown of Upper and Lower Egypt. So they're united as one. So they're coming together. Watch this. Let me read this. The bottom I just showed you, the great he, she, the androgynous Egyptian god, who what? Created that which Ptah commanded by what? Mating with what? Himself. Oh, I took that deep with that one. I lost a lot of people on that one, but watch this. Now, atom creates by what? Uniting with his female half. He got both. He got to unite with the other half. Hence, upper and lower. We use it as upper and lower, but they use it symbolically, symbolized by what? His hand. He masturbated. Thus, what's this? As in the Indian mythology, surrounding a female called, or the male and female concept, is Ardhanara Pershar. And creation arose what? From the gods what? Masturbation. Creation emanates from God's very essence. Creation is God. I ain't going there. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But let's keep the lesson going. I got a few things I can say about that, but I'm not. Now, the understanding of that God is what? God is located within the body of all things is also found in what? The ancient yoga text, Yoga Vasista, was first recorded by this in circa 750 ACE, a long time after. Okay, this is way after, but this is the Indian concept. They got their own the yoga philosophy. Watch this. Just as there is butter in every kind of milk, similarly, the supreme abides in the bodies of all things. Let you know that whatever the human body does with it, after that, it's still the spark of God that's in it. Why? That's the life that's in it. In all things, it's the same thing. So watch this. Thus, the universe is what? Mental, as is stated by the God Tahuti. He lets you know. The universe is mental. They who, watch this, and they who grasp the mental nature, meaning gain knowledge and understanding of the universe, are far what? Along that path of self-mastery. The more you know and understand about the universe and nature, the further you are along that road to self-mastery. My goal is to get you there, point you in the right direction so you can take it and go for yourself. That's how it's done. Moving on. Now, creation itself, understand this, is thought. When I was fighting for the name Right Thinking, when I was in the concept, I had to change right thinking to right thoughts. I use them interchangeable, and that's why it works. Watch this. Creation itself is thought, and it is sustained by thought. The God the Greeks call Thoth. Now watch this. Thought power. Another name for the God Tahuti, Hermes, God is writing. Wisdom and the scribe of the gods. That's thoughts. That's what the Greeks call Tahuti. Okay, but in the movie they did Egyptian gods. Thought knew everything. Tahuti was the god of knowledge. Okay, so they wanted to go solve the riddle of the Sphinx. Before you come into town, you have to ask what comes out on 4, goes to 2, to end up on 3. And I thought that's easy. That's what you want to know? Psh, come on, that's man. Okay, so yeah, he knew everything. So that's similar. Watch this. Now, similarly, of the word thought, here we go, to the word thought, Though, thought is spelled Thoth. It's striking since thought, again, Thoth and Though, is the determiner of what? Fate. He's there, of course, in the karmic scales of Maya. Thought is the ones there keeping records. He represents the mind, your mental advancement, your raising consciousness and understanding. And this is the key to what? Understanding creation. God is the underlying reality, aka consciousness, behind all events in the world. Everything is God. We pick and choose when you want. No, it's still all God. So God is what which is perceived, and also the perceiver. Therefore, only God exists. We exist because of God. We exist because God is in us. God isn't everything that's perceived from his consciousness. He is the all-knowing, all-conscious, and everything comes from him. Get that understanding, we be fine. Nature is God's calling card. He shows himself in nature. He's not going to be in a physical form ever. So you'll never lay eyes on God. I hate when people make that statement. You never see God. No, but you can experience him. That's the That's the concept that we miss and don't teach our young. When you become one with your higher self, you know God is in you. He ain't out there. We got people looking for God in all the wrong places, anywhere but themselves. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Stop looking around, look inside. Nature does not, watch this, nature does not exist as a separate entity from God, just like man. Sorry. The soul of all things is God, aka Netta. Nature sounds familiar? Okay, that's where it comes from. God is the underlying reality, consciousness behind all objects that exist, be it wood, mineral, food, provisions, and all things that come from these. That's all God. You can't get around it. And those who try, that's a nonsensical concept. Don't worry about them. Leave them be. The doctrine, watch this, of life is mental peace and death to what? Criminal behavior, mental unrest. That means you won't be at peace mentally, and everything is mental. If you serve God, mental peace, live Mayat, you find Hotep. You do you, egoistic, you're going to die. You're going to be unrest. You won't be happy. Simple as that. Moving on. I'm tired of going back and forth like they kids. We're grown people now. Get with the movement, get understanding, and live and do the things that makes you happy. It's just that simple. It ain't that hard. Now let's talk about the mind of conceives women. The mind of God does what? Conceives creation as a dream within a dream. That means from the ancient Egyptian scriptures in the form of Khepri. That's the next I'm about to take you to after this. Khepri, which is Ra, the Netta, declares that what? Before him, nothing exists. Okay? Understand that. No time, no space, no realm, no matter, no noon, no primeval waters, no unformed matter did exist. Nothing. His power, now you go, was not exhausted by what? That single creative act of creation. When he did that, he himself opened up and became creation. He continued, watch this, to create what? Millions and millions of what? New forms out of that which he had already created. From the one came the many. Now, I'm going to end this lesson right there because the next lesson, no, I'm not. Nope. I'm going on. We're going to do one of my favorites. Okay, Kepler. See the scarab head beetle? They gave the scarab godly qualities because they knew the significance of the dung beetle in Africa. All them animals, after they eat, they what? They poop. Poop had high methane gas, and it would, if all that stuff wasn't taken care of, who's the sanitation department of nature? The dung beetle. It lives in dung. It lives off of dung. It creates itself out of dung, and that's what it survives off of. So it's the Department of Sanitation of the jungle. So personally, that's my concept. I like that idea, but they made him a god. You see a man with a scarab head. He represents the morning sun, the new beginning. Why? Because when scarabs, they lay the eggs in dung, they push it around, they keep doing, their babies is in the dung. So they keep the dung rolling, and that represents him pushing the sun across the sky during the daytime. That's the concept that we got it from. That's if you ever see a scarab pushing dung, he's pushing it backwards. He got it in behind legs. See, he don't push it like that. When he holding it up, you see a picture of the scarab. But when he actually pushing the dung, it's backwards. So just another little tidbit. All right, let me get this quick. I gotta I'm gonna do this. All right, stick with me, roll with me. This is good stuff. Nope, I'm gonna shut it down. I'll be right back. I appreciate you tuning in. I got more for you. I got a nice lesson coming up. Thank you.